Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us for our 2:30 streaming show. I'm Jamie French.
And I'm Robinson Miles. We start today with a major milestone for one of the Tri-State's biggest employers, Toyota Indiana. The Princeton plant is celebrating 30 years of business. In the last 3 decades, they've grown to employ nearly 8,000 people who've produced over 8 million new vehicles. Operations aside, those with Toyota say they're most proud of the millions of dollars they've been able to put right back into Gibson County to support STEM education.
Yeah, our Emma Beck was there at their 30th anniversary celebration today. She will give us a closer look at that tonight. Plus, you can join us right here on WFIE at 6:30 tonight. We are taking a deeper look into Toyota and how it's become a tri-state staple. 14 News anchor Casey Mason looks back at how it all started in 1996 and ahead to what's next. Again, that starts tonight right after 14 News at 6.
Now, on the other side of things, we're going to have a very big night tonight, especially for our 14 sports department. For starters, it is officially do or die time for the Evansville Thunderbolts. Last night was Game 3 in the best-of-5 series for the SPHL President's Cup, and the Bolts were able to pull off the win against the Peoria Rivermen 2-1. The Thunderbolts now trail the Rivermen in the series.
With 2 games left, the Bolts have to pull off a win in both if they want to get their hands on that President's Cup. Despite the challenge, though, the coach says the spirits are remaining high there on the team. Game 4 is tonight at 7 over at the Ford Center.
On the other side of things, also happening tonight, the Evansville Otters will be throwing out the first pitch of the season. The Otters will face off against the Florence Yalls over at Bosse Field. The home opener will also feature $1 beers for fans all night long. First pitch is tonight at 6:35, and we'll have live coverage from Max Parker and Aaron Hancock tonight on 14 News at 6.
And, of course, you know they're going to have all those highlights on 14 News at 10. I'm sure we're hoping for 2 wins here. I mean, big night in Evansville. We're fingers crossed. So
come on, everybody.
Yeah,
we need it. It makes that 10 o'clock a lot more fun to do if everybody's in a good mood, and I need that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to round things off for the news side of things here today. But, of course, as we mentioned, circle back for 14 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10.
Absolutely. All right, we are going to turn you over to a check at your 14 First Alert forecast with meteorologist Arden Gregory right after the break.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
Good afternoon. I'm 14 First Alert meteorologist Arden Gregory. For those of you joining us on 14 News app or on YouTube perhaps, we are having trouble getting on Facebook today, but thankfully we stream on several platforms, so you should still be able to get us, and I hope some of our usual Facebook viewers have still found us on these other platforms here. Let's talk weather because we've got some changes on the way. Mother's Day weekend, there's a lot going on. We've got Barbecue and Barrels Festival happening in Owensboro, and then obviously Mother's Day. People have a lot of plans. So for one thing, it's going to be warmer. So we're going to have temperatures in the 70s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But we do have rain chances Friday night and again on Sunday. But if you've been watching all week, one thing that you may notice is that Sunday's rain chances have actually gone down. So there's still a chance of rain on Mother's Day, but it is trending drier than it was initially. Here's a live look at the Evansville riverfront. Clear blue skies overhead there. If you look closely at the flags, you can see them kind of waving in the breeze. There's a bit of a breeze coming in today from the north, which is keeping us on the cooler side, but at least we have plenty of sunshine, which is helping to warm us up. So it's warmer than it was yesterday, at least. Here's a look at satellite and radar. Maybe just a few fair weather clouds in Illinois, but in general, we've got blue skies across the entire tri-state, and obviously no rain to worry about. It's going to stay mostly sunny through the rest of today and then clear through the night tonight. Tomorrow we'll start out with a lot of sunshine, but we will see clouds starting to push in as we get into the afternoon. So mostly sunny in the morning, partly cloudy in the afternoon. Then rain starts to push in from the northwest as we get into Friday evening. I know they have barbecue and barrels going on Friday evening in Owensboro, but I think that everything will be winding down there before any of the rain ever actually reaches you. It's going to hang out to our northwest at first, and then most of the rain will probably move through overnight Friday night while most folks are sleeping. So I really don't think it's going to impact a lot of plans this weekend, but we will get some rain overnight Friday night. Then that pushes off to the east by Saturday morning. The clouds will then clear pretty quickly, and Saturday afternoon looks absolutely beautiful with plenty of sunshine and some warmer temperatures too. Speaking of temperatures, it's still pretty cool out there today. It's warmer than yesterday, but that's not saying much. We're sitting in the low to mid 60s right now. It's 62 in Fairfield, Mount Carmel, Evansville, Newburgh, Owensboro, and Dundee. Many locations a little warmer than that. We've got Mount Vernon all the way up to 65. I mentioned that breeze. It is coming from the northwest. It's not a strong wind, but what breeze we do have is pulling cool, dry air from the north down into the tri-state. So that's cooling us off while the sunshine is warming us up. And as a result, it is warmer than yesterday, but still cooler than average for this time of year by about 10 degrees. Normally this time of year, our highs would be in the mid 70s. I do think we'll tack on another degree or two as the afternoon goes on, but we'll probably top out in the mid 60s in most locations. Overnight tonight, we keep the clear skies. Temperatures drop back into the mid 40s. Our wind direction kind of dies down and then changes direction as we go through the night tonight. So tomorrow, our wind will be coming from the south. That's important because just like the northerly breeze today is cooling us off, the southerly breeze tomorrow is going to warm us up. It's going to bring warm air from the deep south up into the tri-state. That plus plenty of sunshine, especially through the first half of the day, is going to push us into the low to mid 70s tomorrow afternoon. Then we do have that rain moving through Friday night. But then Saturday looks really beautiful, mostly sunny, just a few clouds in the morning, but those should clear pretty quickly. Highs will be in the upper 70s. Then on Mother's Day, we do have some rain in the forecast, a brief cool down behind that before we warm back up into the mid 70s again, which, as I mentioned, is right where we should be this time of year. Our average highs are in the mid 70s. So looking at that Mother's Day forecast, again, we do still have some rain in the forecast, but not as much as it initially looked like we could have. Sunday, I think, may start out dry, then this rain pushes in during the day, especially from about midday through Sunday afternoon. Seems like our best shot at rain. But again, we're not looking at widespread heavy rain, thunderstorms, anything like that. This is just going to be very scattered showers, mainly Sunday afternoon. So still could get some rain, but Sunday is not looking like a washout. It is trending drier now. Any rain we do see on Sunday will then push off to the southeast by Monday, and Monday looks mostly sunny, although just a few degrees cooler with highs in the upper 60s. Then we start to warm back into the mid 70s as we get into next week. There is another chance of rain Tuesday, mainly Tuesday night over into Wednesday, but the models have been really inconsistent with that, so not real confident on those rain chances just yet. We are now a week into the month of May, and aside from Monday, it's really been pretty cool. We've had a lot of days with highs in the 60s. We're adding another one to the list today. We did get some very beneficial rainfall on Tuesday, carrying over Tuesday night into very early Wednesday morning, but still not enough to overcome the extremely dry weather we've had up until this point. So we're still running a deficit both on the month and on the year. And on our temperatures, I think it's really interesting. We're nearly 8 degrees cooler than normal so far this month. And in contrast, April that we just had a week ago, that April, was the all-time warmest April on record for Evansville. And those records go all the way back to the 1800s. So we had this crazy warm April, and now we're starting out much cooler for the month of May. As for the drought monitor updates once a week on Thursday morning. So this is an updated drought monitor. You'll notice overall, it doesn't look dramatically different, though. We still have severe to extreme or even exceptional drought across the western states and down across the southeast as well. They are getting some heavy rain and thunderstorms in the panhandle of Florida today. Nobody ever wants severe weather, but at this point it's so dry down there, I don't think they can complain too much about rain, no matter what form it comes in. Here at home, we've seen some improvement. Parts of the tri-state are now pulled out of that abnormally dry condition there, but we still have drought in place across much of our region, especially in western Kentucky. So as I said, we got beneficial rain. It did help us, but we haven't quite dug ourselves out of that hole just yet. If you need to get out and mow your grass today, tomorrow, Saturday, all look like perfectly fine days to do it, because again, that rain on Friday is for Friday night, so it shouldn't impact your ability to mow your grass if that's what you need to get done. Sunday, there is that chance of some scattered rain. You might be able to dodge it, but ideally I would get your yard work done today, tomorrow, or Saturday. Keep in mind, it's just that time of year. We are still dealing with a very high pollen count, so be aware of that. Rain does help wet things down a little bit. The pollen count actually dropped pretty significantly Tuesday into Wednesday because we had all that rain, and it kind of rinses the pollen off of the cars and knocks it out of the air and kind of washes everything down. But now it's sunny, it's dry, it's breezy, and the pollen is floating through the air once again, and I wouldn't expect that to change anytime soon. Again, looking at our temperatures, we have that very brief dip Monday, then we warm back into the mid-70s, which is normal for this time of year. Looking at the extended outlook for Friday, May 15th, through next weekend, the general trend is drier weather to our east, wetter weather to our west, and then we're kind of caught in the middle. We could maybe get some rain, but not showing any clear signals for that. As for our temperatures, though, showing an indication that we would be trending above average. So we'll already have temperatures near average as we go through the middle of next week. As we head into next weekend, then we could warm up even more, possibly see some more days in the 80s. So that is something we'll keep an eye on. Since we couldn't get on Facebook today, I don't have any comments to check, so I hope you don't have any questions. We'll try and sort out what's going on with Facebook, and hopefully Jeff can be back on that for our streaming update tonight at 9. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up your forecast. Join us again for another look at your updated forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Lyons on 14 News tonight at 4, 5, 6, and 10. And again, that streaming show on our streaming platforms tonight at 9. Everybody have a great rest of your day.